Hey folks, AJ the CEO here. We are back here at Antioch, and really, I kind of got drafted to play for Sunday, so I'm gonna be back here for choir rehearsal. But I really don't record a lot of the stuff that I do, mainly because I think it will probably be boring to y'all. But kind of want to show you some of the stuff that I actually do here. So uh, well, not just here, but any other church. One of the main things that have been an issue here at Antioch for a long time is if I turn you around, is these hanging lights. This has been an issue for a long time. So when we have a baptismal, the PTZ optics hits nothing but the lights, so you can't see inside the baptismal pool. So one thing that took a while, but we finally got it, got them approved to do another camera. So a while ago, maybe about 2 weeks ago, I came in and put a mount here and ran the cables for an additional camera that we got yesterday right here. And actually, this camera actually has AI tracking on it. So I am tempted of relocating it to here just to see about the movement. But I think the fact that here it'll give a clear line of sight and the lights will not be in the way. But anyway, the reason I say that is contrary to popular belief, installing stuff and then just walking away is not really all there is to do. There's always some extra changes and improvements that can be done to make stuff better. And as I've been on this journey of working in media ministries and stuff like that, like I'm learning at the same time. I am not a finished product to where I just know everything. So one of the things I did learn when I was doing the stuff at TCF with a church with steel studs is to put spacers to run through here. Originally, I just got the cables hanging here on the tiles up out of the way. But like I said, as I learn, we're actually going to improve this stuff. So one of those things, nobody's looking inside the ceiling. So it's not like I have to do it. But again, because I know better, you do better. So I'm going to go in here, re-pull all of these cables that I've done here, as well as this camera, and run them through properly with these kind of spacers here so it doesn't rub against the metal. Then we're going to hang the camera, get that tested, all that configured. Then we're going to start working on configuring the mics for the organ because some new stuff's supposed to come in for that. And then honestly practice for choir rehearsal. But we got some people coming in, so let me go ahead and holler at them real quick. All right, so normally, like I said, you get one of these and then break this and put it inside of the hole for the stud. And that's what we're going to be changing. But let me show you something. Now, again, I'm coming back behind it because I know better now. But the stuff that was installed here originally, like this speaker, this was just ran through without any of these spacers. So not trying to give an excuse, but I'm trying to make sure my stuff is better as I learn. But it just seems like some professionals ain't doing it the way it was supposed to be done either. But anyway, we're going to be pulling all these cables out so that we can run everything properly. So I need to pull all of these out, as well as now this is old school. They don't have an IP joystick. So all of these are daisy chains. So I've already ran the cable that's going to link to where this camera is to control everything. But we're going to re-pull everything and run it properly. So let's go do that. Alrighty, can't even tell that I did anything, but we rewired this, got the other camera up. Now I remoted in because this was the first, outside of my own house, this was the first Unify system that I had set up. So I already had that camera already configured inside the system. So it should have gotten an IP address. We just the camera and the joystick, since this is an old RS-232 connection, should already have everything paired. So we shouldn't have to do very much. The camera is already powered. And I'm just grabbing my stuff because I plan to be here for a little bit. Like I said, we got a lot of stuff to do. And I have an older camera that you never saw the review on, possibly thinking about putting that over in the chapel. I had an issue with it. Now the other work is the TV here. That cable behind there was damaged or something. So I took a leftover cable and I need to splice it and replace the cable back behind there. But we got a lot of stuff to do. Let's turn the sound system on. That's the one we did a while ago. Replace these. And hopefully, if we did everything right, once we turn on the video system, we should just see the other camera. So there's the sound system. You just power it on. Let's turn the video system on. And I'm going to be working up here because again, I told you, we do a lot of stuff here. With the X32, I am studying and learning how to do multi-track recording. So I had actually, some of y'all recommended Reaper, somebody else recommended Cakewalk, but we have multi-track recording set up on here. So I recorded it Sunday, and at the same time learning about EQ and all this other fun stuff, and our stuff is working. Yay. So there's our side PTZ. Let me log in real quick. So that's slick that that's already working. Somebody left their Vaseline here. We go back to camera 1. We set that to the full pulpit. That's number 2. And our controls are working. So if we go to camera 2, that will be the front. And yes, that works. So that means we got all our cabling right. All right. So let me log into the ATEM. And we're going to switch over to the side PTZ. So that's our new shot. And if we did everything right, camera 3, now we should be able to, and yay, we got controls of this. Now that light is still a little bit in the way, but we can get a significantly better shot here. Now the other thing, this is an AI tracking camera. Almost all of these come with this feature now, natively. So what we're going to do is, a bunch of y'all have been asking me to show how this works there in the church. So I think this is going to be a good ideal situation to be able to test out. And I'm just trying to log into the camera, which again, I set up remotely. And Unify is always going to assign that camera here. So if I turn you around, so there we are, and then we can turn on AI tracking. Tracking hint, we'll turn that off. And now I want to see how this is actually going to work. So let me turn on the projectors and all that fun stuff. And then we can see how well the tracking does. Now again, here it's kind of different because the choir, they do get from behind whoever's preaching, so that they're in that direct shot. But this is going to be something again that we have to play around with. And I've only used this a couple of times, but I've never used it in a service that I was actually helping to run. So this might be a little bit different. But once I bring the projectors up, I'm gonna set this up here, and so that way you can see from the camera perspective how well this works. So we just got to turn the projectors on, and then we'll go from there. Now I'm actually recording this upstairs for a better shot, but as you can see back behind me, it's pretty much the camera is following me anywhere that I'm going here. So again, wondering how this is going to be when it's a choir here as well too, to handle, you know, everything like that. So normally Pastor Paul or whoever's preaching is right here, and then the idea again with this is to turn this on when they're ready to preach. And then as you can see, it is following me, and just to let you know, there ain't nobody else here, it's just me. So again, really cool that the fact that yes, we do actually have a good shot now in this direction, bypassing the lights, and everything. There's really no difference. All it is just one more camera that shows up here, and as you can see, I can walk all the way down through the aisleway, and it's still following me all the way to here. So I think that's going to give a very unique perspective to when somebody is actually doing anything from here. So really, really cool with the tech. So again, a lot of people's like, oh, we don't need to change anything that we've done. I mean, how much easier would this be to have cameras like this, and you just happen to be one Sunday and it's just you? So really cool. All right, very productive day. Didn't get as much stuff done yet, but it's not over. I got the cameras and everything over here, doing some little stuff here for choir rehearsal. So now what I'm gonna try and do is see if I can mount this other PTZ for the chapel, and then see if we can go with that. And then I got to get a fiber optic HDMI cable. That is the old television studio that we had over there. I don't know if this camera can scale down enough to get with that. If not, we use one of the other switchers we got, maybe the Ghost Stream. I will put over there so we have access to view something over there. And then I have my meeting, disappear for about 45 minutes, and then come back over here for choir rehearsal. And then we go from there. Then we'll go home. And then what do I have to do tomorrow? There's something else. Probably do some videos or something. Just try and stay productive in some way, shape, or form. That's what we got going on. Alrighty, so this is the chapel that we did a series of videos of repurposing the whole thing and updating the sound and everything like that so that this could be used for live streaming. And I put the mount up, and the old mount, when we used to have the robotic arms, I need to take that one down. That's a bolt. I don't have something here for that. This is going to be the camera that's going to be up here. I need to get a screw to put that in place. Right now I have the power cable there and SDI because that was what it was back in the day. That's how long ago this was. Going to run a fiber optic HDMI cable there. I only need about 25 feet. And then also that camera will be PoE powered, so don't have to worry about actually putting anything major. Actually, I have a PoE switch. I might switch it out now and put that up there. But we take that arm down, and then we got a camera. There's an old joystick up there, an old Sony one that I had from a client that I helped upgrade, and they said I could have it. I don't know if it's been taken care of. It's not really responding. Worst case scenario, I do have another joystick. I think that new AJaytheCEO might put that here, and then the RS232 one that's in the sanctuary might move that to over here and just have a RS232 connection, because it's only one camera in here, so that would be fine. Repurposing the stuff that we already got. No need in buying new stuff if you got something that's already going to work. So let me see if I can find a screw so I can mount this and then not have my tools all over the place. I don't want to get reprimanded for not cleaning up behind myself. So let's go do that, get ready for my meeting in about 20 minutes, print out some lyrics, and then go from there.